Episode 11, The Nighttime Visitor That Can Change the Weight Loss Game. Hi, and welcome back to the Optifast Lifestyle Education Series. This episode is the 11th in a series of topics, each one helping you with a different aspect of health with an emphasis on weight management. Today, we're going to look at sleep, why it matters, and how to improve it. It turns out that sleep, health, and weight management are intimately connected. Did you know that insufficient sleep can cause increased appetite and other metabolic changes that impact your body and the way it digests food? We also know that the causal links between sleep and metabolism can go both ways. Poor health can affect the quality of your sleep, and in turn, poor sleep can affect your health in a variety of ways. But before we start working on improving your sleep, here's something to remember. Sleep is one of those things about your body that you can't directly control. It's just like your body's size and shape. You can also make changes to try to change sleep, but you can't control it directly. So, as we start to run through some of the changes you can make to help you sleep, please remember that the changes you make may not lead directly to changes in sleep quickly or easily. I like to think of sleep as being like a shy nocturnal animal that visits you at night. Sometimes it comes and stays, but some other nights are different. It can be like sleep has a mind of its own. But let's say you want to encourage this nocturnal creature to visit more often and to stay longer. Let's think about what sorts of things might make your bedroom more inviting for sleep. I'm going to go through some of these things now, but if you want more ideas, you can also just look up the term sleep hygiene for other tips and ideas if you do a search online. So the first tip to encourage sleep to visit you more often is to have a stable and consistent routine at nighttime. If sleep knows what's going to happen every night and there is a reliable pattern to your evening routine, then it is more likely to visit you. Now, your nighttime routine can be specific to you. In fact, the best place to start working out a routine is just to look at what currently happens as you wind down for the evening. Take a look at the worksheet and you'll see there's some space for you to write down some of the things that usually happen as you are preparing for bed. Think about the things you stop doing, like maybe tidying up or work or checking your phone, and think about the things that you start doing, like, changing into pajamas or having a shower or a bath or reading a book perhaps. See if you can build up a bit of a list of these things which can form the basis of a regular routine for you at the end of the day. This routine can even start several hours before you go to bed. The key is to allow a routine to develop that you follow every evening. This is a powerful way to signal to the parts of your brain that govern sleep to get ready. It can take up to an hour for your body to prepare to go off to sleep, so perhaps think about starting your routine at least an hour before you want to be asleep for the night. Apart from establishing a routine, it's good to have some simple ground rules that you follow around your bedroom and sleep. The first rule is to keep your bed for sleeping only. This means that you avoid being in bed at other times of the day. If you aren't sleeping, then stay out of bed. This helps your brain to develop a strong, clear association between you being in bed and being asleep. Another useful rule to have is to have a curfew for certain things. Substances such as caffeine and nicotine can disrupt sleep. Vigorous exercise, alcohol, bright lights, or bright screens can all also disrupt your body's sleep patterns. So see if you need to put a curfew in place during the day and into the evening so that by the time you start your wind down, your system is free of as many of these things as possible. There is a space on the worksheet for you to set a curfew time for each of these. I'd suggest stopping caffeine by lunchtime if you can. I'd suggest stopping vigorous exercise 2 hours before you hope to go off to sleep. I'd suggest turning screens and bright lights down or off altogether around half an hour before you hope to go to sleep. Another rule you can set to encourage sleep to come when you want it to is to keep your bedroom free of clutter that might distract or divert your attention. Keep screens and TVs out of the bedroom. Try to create a quiet space where you can control the amount of light and sound and the temperature in your room. I'd recommend a cooler room temperature along with just enough blankets to stay warm. If light bothers you, get a blackout shade or try a sleep mask. If noise bothers you, you can get earplugs. Finally, you can help your body to get a good sleep rhythm going by maintaining a fairly consistent time to go to sleep and particularly a consistent time to wake up in the morning. You'll notice, if you have a smartphone, that the sleep apps work around a morning alarm that goes off at the same time every morning, even on weekends. Sleeping in can feel like a good way to catch up on lost sleep, but sometimes it can have the effect of shifting your body clock, making it harder to get to sleep on subsequent nights. A consistent wake-up time might be hard to establish to begin with, but you will find it pays off over time when you want to wind down at the end of the day. So take a moment now to complete the second part of the worksheet. This section is where you can write down some plans for sleep hygiene that you can put in place to help improve things in the bedroom. Hopefully that nocturnal friend will visit you more often in future. Thanks for listening. Looking after yourself is a terrific thing to do and will bring benefits not only to you, but to the other people in your life. So keep going. It's working. Remember to be kind to yourself along the way, and I'll see you next time.